Hey guys, come for a stroller walk with us. So today I was thinking, do you ever catch yourself thinking that you just don't have time? I think about this all the time because I really do have less time now than I did before I had my 3 kids. And I think as moms, we tend to fall into the same pattern of thinking these thoughts. And it's not even just thoughts, it's almost like a feeling that time is just slipping through your fingers. But I sat down today and I kind of I thought about it for a second, and I realized that maybe it's not the fact that we don't have time, but maybe it's the fact that we are just using it not intentionally, okay? So let me tell you what I mean. So today I woke up in a little bit of a panic because right now I am doing my 14-day Motherhood Reset series where I'm posting a video every day talking about a challenge that we go through in motherhood and then looking at it through a positive mindset. And today I woke up in a panic. I'm like, I'm not gonna have a video to go out today. I don't have time to sit down and think about what I want to talk about. I don't have time to sit down and record it. I'm definitely not going to have time to actually edit it because that's the process that takes the most time. I'm like, I'm not going to have any time. And then I thought about it and I'm like, this is a perfect topic to actually talk about because I think that we all, to some extent, I think we all can relate to this one, right? Because we all have 1,000,001 things to do. Let me just actually turn around because we are approaching a busy intersection and it's gonna get really loud. So, and it's true, we all have like 1,000,001 things going on and we all want to be able to juggle things in an effective way, right? But sometimes I think it's not about adding more time in your day. Like how many times have you said that to yourself? Oh, I wish there were more hours in the day, right? I think that it's not about adding more time in the day. I think that it's more productive to actually remove something, to subtract something, maybe that doesn't bring you fulfillment or that doesn't bring you joy. So for example, these are like the two obvious things that I kind of can think of at the top of my head is scrolling on your phone, right? And screen time or like watching TV. So if you were to open up your phone settings, you might find an option that says screen time, like how much time do you actually spend on your phone. And if you have like an iPhone, or I don't know if Androids have this, but there's like this option to actually see which specific apps you are spending time on. So that is a scary number. Like chances are you're spending a lot of time on like Facebook or Instagram or YouTube or whatever, right? The second thing that kind of comes to mind is TV. So for me, okay, this is an example. It's kind of embarrassing to admit, but when I was pregnant, all 3 times with all 3 of my girls, I would watch Gilmore Girls. This is a show that brought me joy. This is a show that I didn't have to think much about. It's kind of like mindless, like guilty pleasure for me. So for all 3 times that I was pregnant, I would rewatch the show. So the other day, I actually went online to see how many episodes and how long each episode was, and all combined, like how many hours I would spend rewatching that show. And it was like 105 hours or some crazy number like that. And I did it at least 3 times. So that is over 300 hours of my life that I'm not gonna get back. And it just made me think, I'm like, that is 300 hours that I could have been doing something different, something more productive, something more fulfilling. Yes, I mean, it's good to sometimes do like mindless guilty pleasures or whatever, but I mean, for 300 hours, right? So that is my point. And also, you know what else I did when I was pregnant? How many times I've told myself, oh, I don't have time. I don't have time to go for a walk. I don't have time to do this. I don't have time to do that. But I had over 300 hours to watch Gilmore Girls, right? So that's another thing. So that's like the second thing that I kind of was thinking about. What are some other things that we tend to do that are time wasters? Well, something else that I also tend to do is overthink before I send an email. So I work right now I'm on maternity leave. We're actually going for a stroller walk right now, which shows you that you can actually do things productively while you're doing something for joy, for pleasure. In this case, I am going for a walk with my baby girl. So right now I'm on maternity leave, but when I am working in the office, I tend to draft these really, long and important emails to send out to the staff. And sometimes I would spend unnecessary time to actually like re-looking at my emails and like just making sure that it's all perfect and everything. These days with like ChatGPT and everything, that is such a time saver, because like you can really just plug it in ChatGPT and it will improve your content for you or your email. But still, like I would relook at my emails several times before I send them. So that is a time waster, right? And I don't know if you can relate to that, but what are some other things? So another thing that I was thinking about, I'm like, how many times do you reorganize the same space over and over and over again? So let's say it's your closet, let's say it's your entryway, let's say it's just something, right? How many times do you actually spend, or how many hours do you actually spend on redoing the same thing over and over and over again, okay? So these are just like some of the things that I thought about at the top of my head that we tend to do kind of unnecessarily, if we think about it. I mean, some of it brings us joy. I actually do like organizing, and I do like, I like all that stuff, but how much time do I spend on it, right? And then all the time that I spend on it, can I really justify saying to myself that I don't have time to do something else, something that maybe brings me joy or something that brings me fulfillment? And no, I can't justify that, because I do spend a lot of my time in a wasteful manner. And I'm sure you do too. And this video is not to shame you or point fingers or anything. It is just a reminder that, look, there are so many things that we could be doing to bring ourselves joy. So maybe it is less scrolling that we do on our phones. Maybe it is less screen time. I actually don't watch TV. Lately, in the past few months, I haven't even watched TV. Ever since my baby girl was born, she is 5 months today. And she, I don't have time. I don't have time to watch TV, because I realized that I would rather do other things with my time, okay? So one of those things is this YouTube channel. There's so many topics that I want to talk about, and so many ideas that are just floating in my head. And if I would be just vegging out in front of the TV, which is good to do every once in a while, but honestly, nothing's really good on lately. Have you noticed that? I saw, I can't even tell you the last movie that I watched, because I just don't really do that anymore. There's so many other things that I want to be doing. But again, this isn't a video to shame you, or say, you are not spending your time in a productive way. No, right? But it's just a reminder that when we tell ourselves there is no time, this is a reminder that there's always time, okay? There's always time. It's just a matter of how you use that time, okay? Intentionally or unintentionally. And that is pretty much it. So that's the topic of today's video is there's always time to do what brings you joy. It's just a matter of how you use it and how you choose to spend it. And tell me in the comments, is there anything that maybe you're doing right now that, if you stop doing, what else would you do instead? Okay, so that's an interesting one. So if there's anything that you can let go of, what else would you do instead? And think about something that maybe brings you joy or fulfillment, okay? Anyway, I hope you're having a beautiful day. There's cicadas really singing, and it could be really loud. So, and also I live beside a really small airport, so sometimes you can hear the small passenger planes going overhead. So anyway, sorry, this is a rant. This is very unplanned and very unpolished. But anyway, I hope you're all having a wonderful day. I will see you tomorrow, or will try to see you tomorrow if I have time to actually record a video. Have a great day. Bye.